Welcome back, everyone, to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your co-host, Pat Curran. Joining me, as always, is Brad the Dad and Josh the Boss. We are getting ready. We got the game split up. We got the stats ready. We got the takes ready. Because we're telling you all you need to know for your Week 7?
Yes, it's
Week 7 preview for your NFL game day. All right, we got all the games divvied out. We got the bye weeks ready to go. We are ready to start the show, I'd say. So let's check in with the guys and get this wagon rolling. Brad, how's it going?
It's going good.
I said Brad, and I looked at Josh. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I do love the fact that you say joined with you as always, but we do know that you have done a solo show. A glorious, glorious solo show
Yeah, it was.
that may have been removed from the internet for copyright infringements. But hey,
Details.
Minor details.
how you doing, Josh?
Yeah.
Your Broncos looking okay.
They're doing pretty good. Defense has scored 2 teats. Philip Lindsay balling out. Emmanuel Sanders threw a touchdown. Everyone's getting involved. Actually look like a competent football team. But then again, they are playing Arizona. So Arizona worse than Buffalo. Fact.
Well, I did enjoy my solo show, so no matter
We
how.
all enjoyed your solo show.
Yeah, maybe we'll let you do a few more.
Astros have scored runs 4-1. So just like last episode where I was kind of distracted because Patriots are on. Red Sox playing Game 5 tonight. So like I said, it's a tough time to be a Boston fan. But you know what it isn't a tough time to be? Well, it is a tough time to be a fantasy owner of players on Seattle, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, and Oakland. Because guess what, folks? They have their Week 7 bye this week. So you're going to need to replace those weapons from Pittsburgh, from Green Bay. Let's be honest, Oakland doesn't have any. And some role players from Seattle.
Goodbye.
Do you still start Amari Cooper hoping to get you points? Because who knows?
Well, maybe if he gets traded to a team that's playing this week.
You never
No,
know.
I feel like he could have a good week.
Josh, I think you might find this interesting. I found statistics about Shaq Griffin
Okay.
for Seattle.
All right.
Do you know he's actually 50% less likely to get called illegal use of hands?
That's true, and that is also mildly inappropriate.
Well, just thought it was an interesting statistic.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you brought that up. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know it happened. What are you gonna do?
Well, Brad's over there just
I'm just
searching for his inner morals because he laughed at it.
I'm just enjoying these Broncos defense.
Yeah, the Broncos right now looking pretty good. Or is Arizona just looking that bad?
Well, they're not good. They finally split David Johnson out and threw him a pass, so that was good.
Yeah. We'll break this game down at the end, but let's be honest, it's already over.
I don't think Mike McCoy is allowed back in the locker room after this game.
Oh, no, he's allowed there. He's going to make game plans up still. Yeah. Remember how you loved Melvin Gordon this year? You
Yeah.
know who Melvin Gordon's coach was his rookie year when he had 0 touchdowns?
Yeah, it's Mike McCoy.
Yeah. I think we're starting to see a trend here.
You just get a job one time in the NFL.
Hey,
and
there
people
you go. Look at that. Try a
people
little trickeration. Whatever. Okay, you ready to get in these games?
Yes,
I'm
let's
ready.
get into
Let's
these
do
games.
it.
Brad,
Get
you're going
in
to
these-
kick us off with your Chargers facing Tennessee.
It's a game in London here. Got a little London music for you. It's at Wembley, right? Another game
Yeah.
at Wembley?
Yeah, that's normally where they play.
All right, so we're going out to Wembley. Chargers have a long plane ride.
I really thought you were going to do your take over that music.
I was, but I couldn't focus enough. So who do we start? So let's just start with Tennessee. Let's make this fast and easy. We start nobody from Tennessee.
Yeah, it's true.
The only person – nope, there's nobody. Never mind. Let me take that back. There's nobody you want to start in Tennessee.
So I guess you're done with Corey Davis?
Oh, yeah.
Been
Yep.
burned too many times.
Yep. Mariota's not consistent. You can't trust it. They're going to go over there to England, long plane ride.
You,
They're going to fall asleep before the game gets started, just like their fans do when they go to watch them.
you know it's going to happen.
They're going to blow up and have an
They're
amazing
going to
game.
blow up. It's like whenever Blake Bortles threw like those 3 touchdowns
It was like they
to Mercedes Lewis like last year.
So Jacksonville always plays good over there. But
I
don't think so. Then let's get to something people actually want to talk about. That you're actually thinking about starting, and that's players on the Chargers. Phillip Rivers, because I think this will be another blowout. He may only throw the ball 20 times again, so that really does hamper his fantasy upside. He's a low-end QB1, and the only reason he's even a QB1 is because the consistency we've seen from him so far this year.
Yeah.
I would probably try to look for another starter. There are some other streaming options out there this week.
Baker.
CJ Beathard.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop talking about quarterbacks. How about running backs? So obviously starting Gordon. What about Eckler? How do we feel about Austin Eckler?
He gets some. He definitely gets some run, especially if it's a blowout. They're probably going to start resting Melvin Gordon. Long plane rides. Melvin Gordon's kind of beat up this year. I could see them trying to take it easy on him this week.
He might
Starting
get
Tyrell Williams after that.
No,
After that amazing game.
no.
Keenan Allen.
What about Mike?
I'm starting Keenan Allen. I mean, you still have to start Keenan Allen. He's getting the target. He's still getting the most of the targets. Mike Williams is still the wide receiver I like a little bit better, but
It looks like you said. I think it'll be a blowout.
that's only if you're a person that owns Juju, AB, and Amari
Devontae.
Cooper.
Or Devontae Adams.
Okay, sorry. Oh, poor Josh Rosen.
Yeah, that's true.
If this is a touchdown, no way.
If that's a touchdown, you just beat me.
No, that's a. Wow. Did you just step out of bounds before you did that?
No, because they said it was an
Oh,
incomplete pass.
Okay.
Okay, either way, moving on. But that's really it. Chargers defense, firing them up.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know. It's a London game, and I really do feel like Tennessee's going to surprise
Come on, Josh,
us.
talk up Deion Lewis because you just sent him in a trade to me. So talk him up
I
for Keenan Allen. It wasn't just straight up, but
Yeah,
there
come
were
on.
other pieces involved. But
Come
that
on.
was the.
I threw Julian Edelman in there. All right.
Okay, so that wraps up Tennessee at LA Chargers, if you want to even call it at LA. It's really not.
In good old London.
No, they are the LA Chargers. They're stuck in LA until 2040.
Yeah, they did. They
I'm just
signed that
saying it's
deal.
really not at LA. Oh, there's a touchdown for the.
Oh, was that a pick six?
Yeah, it was.
By the way, that
front
London
door.
music definitely sounded like some Halloween stuff.
Did he just
Oh, he
throw his
did.
third pick
Yeah,
six?
Like, wasn't a compliment.
Hey, at least when he throws a pick, he knows he's getting back on the field.
So Josh Rosen has now officially thrown 4 touchdowns on the night.
Oh, no.
Oh, it
was
was a safety.
touchback.
It's a touchback, yeah. Still. Okay, 3 touchdowns on the night. 2
Josh,
of them to the
New
Denver
England
defense.
at Chicago. So make sure you talk to Dylan on this one.
Okay. Obviously, you're going to start almost everyone in the New England lineup, from Brady to Michelle, James White, Josh Gordon, Julian Edelman. Josh Gordon's still a flex, but he's getting more and more of the target share. Julian Edelman's great for PPR. Then those guys like Chris Hogan, Cordero Patterson, Philip Dorsett, don't trust them. Gronk, you're going to start him. It's Gronk. Patriots defense and this Bears defense, I don't like either one of them. Khalil Mack is banged up. The Patriots will neutralize him anyway, because that's what they do. And without him being effective on the pass rush, the defense is not nearly as good. So I'm shying away from this Bears defense. I think this is an awful matchup for him. Now, Mitchell Trubisky, who has been on fire as of late. I'm saying fire him up. You got to stay in that heat, buddy. Now, Tariq Cohen and Jordan Howard. Oh gosh. I think they're going to need more big plays in this game because of New England's offense is just so hot right now. And you cannot start Jordan Howard. You got to start Tariq Cohen.
Yeah, okay. Going back to the New England running backs, Chicago has not allowed a rushing touchdown all season so far. Does that kind of slow you on Sonny Michel a little bit?
No, his role is, and like I said, Khalil Mack is banged up, and his role is so solid right now. This offense has completely opened up since Edelman came back. And then between that and getting Gordon right, I'm not shying away from starting Sonny Michel at all. Jordan Howard is a guy I would sit completely. There's no reason for me to think that he's going to do anything. Now, Taylor Gabriel, on the other hand, out of all the receivers, Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, I think Taylor Gabriel actually does have the best chance to produce something. They're using him like a little Tyreek Hill light. And I think he's going to be the MVP for Chicago in this game.
We always say it takes a wide receiver 3 years to break out. This is Taylor Gabriel's 3rd year, correct? And that means could be a breakout year.
Boom, boom. Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller. I'm not interested in those guys. I understand Allen Robinson's getting a lot of targets, but no. Trey Burton, I'm still going to start Trey Burton because of the tight end landscape, but I don't really like it.
Okay, I do have a question. You're saying fire up Mitchell Trubisky, but you're pretty much fading all of his weapons.
No, Tariq Cohen and Taylor Gabriel, I'm not fading those guys at all.
No, but when his number one target, Allen Robinson, you're kind of fading that. I think for him to have a good game, Allen Robinson has to get over 5.
Well, see,
He needs to get 10 targets.
they're going to take him out of the game, though. That's what New England does. Pat?
I mean, he'll have Stephen Gilmore on him. No
Did they
doubt.
take Tyreek Hill out of the game? I didn't see that happen.
That's different.
What? It's one weapon that you're going to take out of the game. Their best
it-
weapon.
They're gonna try and take him out.
To
of the
take
game.
Kareem Hunt out of the game?
Taking Allen Robinson out of the game is a lot different than taking Tyreek Hill out.
Yeah,
of the game.
Tyreek Hill is not a human being, so I don't think that's fair.
All right. Well.
All right,
poor
anyway,
Tyreek.
that's it I got on that game. Don't start either one of the defenses. Don't be silly.
All right, Brad, you ready for your next game? This is a doozy. Buffalo at Indy.
All right, so I want to start with Indy. T.Y. has been practicing in full. With that being said, Josh, would you rather start T.Y. Hilton against Buffalo or Josh Gordon against Chicago?
Josh Gordon against Chicago.
Okay.
But I am going to start T.Y. if he's healthy.
No, between those two, I just wondered because we've seen a lot more out of T.Y. than we have Josh Gordon for the last couple of years.
Yeah. And Andrew Luck is throwing the ball.
All right, I think you can start Buffalo's defense because what have I always say about Andy Luck? He throws interceptions. And
He
Buffalo's
does.
defense has been very good of late.
They're not that bad.
No. So we got Buffalo. That's about all I want to start on Buffalo. We got Derek Anderson at the helm,
Whew.
which is better than Nathan Peterman. We can all say that straight up, right?
I'm going to start. I like LaShawn McCoy.
So the one thing we've seen from Derek Anderson the last few years, whenever he would play, is that he does target the tight end a lot. Are we thinking maybe he'll reemerge as a Charles Clay?
I like Charles Clay. And I do like LaShawn McCoy a lot.
I mean, LaShawn McCoy does get, I guess, you're starting him probably because you drafted him early, and he does get the workload. But Charles Clay with tight ends, what we said, could be an option out there.
And Derek Anderson's the best quarterback that they're going to start all year.
Are you surprised they didn't go after Johnny Manziel?
No.
No, because he's not even doing well in Canada.
That's like saying, are you surprised they didn't go for Colin Kaepernick? And then moving back on to Indianapolis, Indiana, we got Andy Luck. Yeah, we're starting him. Marlon Mack. So I like Marlon Mack going on the season, but this, like I said, this Buffalo defense is good. I really don't see Marlon Mack getting a great workload here. The only way he might get a good game is if he does get that 20 to 30 carries, but I don't see that happening with Andy Luck back there, who loves to throw the ball 50 times a game this year. So I'm still, if you have to start Andy Luck because there are 4 teams on a bye, and I understand that, with a lot of good running backs missing out, you may have to start Marlon Mack. Naheem Hines, I want to see another good week. I want to see a week with him and Marlon Mack back there of him being good before I'm ready to put him back in the lineup.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not ready to drop him just yet, but I want to see it. Because this is going to be a low-scoring game. I don't see Buffalo getting out to a big lead early.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And Adam Vinatieri.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Of
my
course,
segue.
got the old.
Josh, get Detroit at Miami for your next matchup.
All right. The first question we have to start off with is Brockweiler. He came in, surprised some people.
Start the Detroit defense. That's what you say about that.
Yes. You start the Detroit defense. Are you interested in any of these backs?
So, Josh, do you know the stat about Osweiler since you brought him up?
The Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does very well against the Bears in his first start for a new team.
Yes.
He always beats the Bears.
So if you were playing the Bears in the Super Bowl, like let's say you're a team that made it to the Super Bowl, do you sign Brock Osweiler for the Super Bowl game and start him in that game?
I think you do.
Yeah, unless you're the Giants playing the Patriots and then you go sign.
Well, you're not playing the
then you go
Bears.
get Eli. What?
You wouldn't be playing the Bears. You'd have to be an AFC
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
So if Kansas City makes it to it, do they sign Brock Osweiler, let him start the game?
I think they have to.
I mean, it's
It's strategy.
It's more than coincidence by now.
Did they
Okay,
just
let's
get
get on
another
to-
fumble? They just got another fumble. How
about
is this
the-
even happening?
What are these running backs?
Oh my god, this is banana sandwich. So Frank Gore, Kenyon Drake. I think they're actually going to need to use Kenyon Drake a little bit in this game. The Lions' offense is firing on all cylinders right now, and I like Kenyon Drake, and I don't like Frank Gore as much. I understand he just ran up for over 100 yards. Kenyon Drake is going to be a sneaky start this week, guys. Sneaky start. Albert Wilson, Kenny Stills, Nick O'Leary, they're all. Albert Wilson is the one that's most intriguing, but he's a boom or bust kind of option. Matt Stafford, on the other side of the ball, Matt Stafford, of course I'm starting Matt Stafford. Dolphins' defense is atrocious. Now, the three running backs, Kerryon, LeGarrette Blount, and Theo Riddick. Kerryon. Oh, Kerryon. I like him as a flex play this week. Love Kerryon this week. LeGarrette Blount and Theo Riddick, get out of my house. I don't understand why you're still taking up this workload. Are you showing him the Yahoo League score? I'm doing very well. Now, the receivers, Kenny Golladay, Golden Tate, Marvin Jones. I think Kenny Golladay is becoming the number one receiver.
So, like I say, Miami has one good corner.
Yes, but I think he'll stick with Golden Tate
I think it's stick with Marvin Jones.
or Marvin Jones.
Yeah, because Garland Tate does go in the slot a little more. And then you see Kenny Golladay will get his 4 catches on 5 targets for a lot of yards and maybe a touchdown.
Kenny Golladay and Golden Tate are starts, and this Lions defense, fire them up. That's it. I got him this game. Boom. Easy.
All right, next game, Minnesota at the New York Jets.
So where do we start? You want to start with New York here, and we just say it's an odd week, so we have to start Isaiah Crowell because if we've learned anything this far in the season, that
Every
every
other
odd
week.
week is a Crow week.
You got to do it every other week.
I still don't think he'll have a good game, but like I said, it's an odd week, and that's what happens in odd weeks. Is the Crow. Below Powell will probably still get more touches, but Crowell will probably rush for 300 yards or something ridiculous.
385,000 yards.
Yep. All right. With the Jets, Jermaine Kearse is Jermaine Kearse, right? Yep.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's Jermaine Kearse.
Jermaine Kearse, the wide receiver for the Jets.
Yep, that's him.
I don't know why I got. Yep. He is the.
It's
Are we
okay.
starting him? Is he
I
the
couldn't
only wide
remember
receiver?
Pat's wife's name earlier, and I don't know why it was just eluding me. And then I was like, T something. I was like, oh, yeah, Tanya, boom. Took me a little while to put together, but he called my wife Mary Bob, so it's fine.
Marv Beth.
Marv Beth. Yep.
All right, but
Good
okay.
story. Let's go back to the game.
So Kearse, he's the only wide receiver we can probably start on the Jets. Robbie Anderson will get all roads closed on Robbie Anderson. I can see that happening. And then I don't like Sam Darnold this week.
Nope.
You like him any week?
Oh, I don't know. The Minnesota defense on the road has not been as good as it is at home. We saw him go up to Buffalo and just get manhandled.
After they played that Thursday night game, though, against the Rams,
Hold on.
they fixed some things.
That was at home against Buffalo.
Was it?
Yep.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Either way.
Who do you like from Minnesota?
It was at home. Damn.
Everyone.
Minnesota, Kirk Cousins, not Latavius Murray.
Not Dalvin Cook.
No running backs really because they still can't run the ball, don't think, last week because they ran all over Arizona. Because guess what everybody does?
Oof.
Runs all the way through Arizona.
Denver's defense
Clearly.
has 30 points right now.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Well, I know, Josh.
No, I'm just saying it's crazy.
I know, Josh.
Okay.
All right, so we got Kirk Cousins we're starting. We got Adam Thielen we're starting because,
It's freaking Adam Thielen.
yeah, was he like the number 1 wide receiver?
He
will
is
be
the
after this week.
number one wide receiver every week.
Yeah. And then Stephon Diggs will have another game. He'll have a bounce back from last week. Kyle Rudolph, might as well, because tight ends are doo-doo, and if you understand a tight end's name, you might as well start him.
Yep. All
This
right.
is a pretty easy game.
All right.
All right, Pat had to go blow his nose. So, Josh, you got Carolina at Philadelphia, defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
They are defending. Well, you can't really defend something that's yours. No one will be able to take that away from them, including New England.
No,
I'm
you.
back. Shut up.
When you're defending a castle, it's your castle, and you have to defend it from
Yeah,
people
but,
trying to take
but someone can take that castle. No one will ever take that Super Bowl trophy from them.
Talk to Reggie Bush about his Heisman.
That was different.
Somebody took it from him.
I like to backtrack. I wasn't blowing my nose. I actually just quit in the middle of the game.
Okay, Panthers Eagles. This
Hold
one's
on.
actually what?
Did you talk about bust the screen?
No one talked about.
He
Buster.
still got concussed.
Oh,
He's
he'll be
super
back.
concussed. All right, Panthers Eagles. Cam Newton. He's gonna get them rushing yards. Not a great NFL quarterback. Great fantasy quarterback. Start him. Christian McCaffrey. Duh. Now, there's only one wide receiver worth starting, and I'm really skeptical about starting him. Is Devin Funchess, because he's going to get 3 for 70 and maybe a touchdown. If he gets a touchdown, it's great. If not, he's going to get you about 10 points. So if you need upside, maybe, but I think that there are better options. Greg Olsen. They've been limiting his snap count all week. Yeah, that was a dirty hit. They've been limiting his snap count all week. If he's out there, you got to start him. You have to, even if you don't like it.
So
I'm not starting either one of these defenses.
I want to give you some names over Greg Olsen. O.J. Howard. Would you start
Yeah, I'll start him.
over O.J. Howard? David Njoku.
No, I'll start OJ Howard. That's what I mean.
Okay. David Njoku.
Golson.
Okay. Ben Watson. Greg Olsen. It's a pretty easy
Olsen.
one, right? Let's see if there's any more. Kyle Rudolph. We just talked about him.
Olsen.
Eric Ebron, who I didn't bring up in any game, but we're starting. Because,
Ebron.
Okay. And then your boy, Trey Burton. Or Greg Olsen.
Olsen.
Okay.
So you're pretty high on Olsen then, huh?
It's Cam's uses of Olsen is what he's high on, and I understand it.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, facts are facts, son. All right. Carson Wentz, start. Corey Clement and Wendell Smallwood, in PPR, I like Clement a lot more than I like Smallwood.
You're guessing the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they wanted to use Clement a little bit more in the passing game, but you're guessing. So PPR, Clement, Smallwood, standard, but I would like for you to have better options this week. That linebacking core for Carolina is pretty good, pretty darn good. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis.
Peterson put his shoe in Kuechly's face mask and kept running. I'm just saying.
Boom.
Did you see that play?
Yeah, I did. That was a fact. That happened. Alshon. I love Alshon this week. I think he's going to be a great start. Don't start any of the other wide receivers. You know what to do with Zach Ertz, and this Eagles defense. I don't want to start them this week against Carolina. I feel like they're going to break some big runs off. So that's it for this game. Brad or Pat, what you got next on the next slate?
Well, next up, we have quite the shootout. Cleveland at Tampa Bay.
Whew.
So Tampa Bay fired their defensive coordinator. Is it going to help their defense?
Nope.
Okie dokie. So in that case, we've already talked about Stream Baker, and Njoku. I love him. If Jarvis Landry cannot have double digits in this game, we are done with Jarvis Landry, correct?
Oh yeah, I think you have to.
Because
Be.
this is the
you have to
best
at least
matchup.
pull him out of his lineup.
Yeah.
You can't.
So you
drop
have to
him.
start him this week, and if he doesn't do good, it's bye-bye Jarvis.
You can't drop him. But
You can't drop him, but you
can't start him.
You have to bench him,
Yeah, you can't start him anymore.
and you can't trade him because you're getting nothing for him.
Well, hopefully he has a big game this week, so then you can trade him.
No,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen.
Running back situation in Cleveland. Biggest
Nope.
question is, are they going to be chasing points? Do you think they're going to get up early or chase points? Because that's going to depend on my running back situation.
You know,
Carlos Hyde or Duke Johnson?
I don't like either one of them.
I like Hyde.
What makes you think that Hyde will have a good game though? I'm just curious.
Just because usage. They like to use him more. Clearly.
I'm just worried about this Tampa offense getting off to a hot start. This Tampa offense is hot right now, even with Jameis at the helm, and I'm thinking that they could jump out to a big lead here, and then they're going to be playing
And
from
eat a
behind.
W? Are you saying Jameis is going to eat?
I think Cleveland might eat a W.
You know what he does with
It was so gross. Oh, Brad just put his whole hand in his mouth.
Eating W's, baby. All right, so
That tastes good. It was so bad.
yeah, I think Duke Johnson has a play because I do think Baker and them may be chasing points. The other wide receiver situation in Cleveland, I'm not happy about. I can't start Callaway.
I'm
He
so
can't catch the
bummed.
ball.
I'm so bummed about this Antonio Callaway thing.
Who was that dude from Longest Yard? The guy that
Corey
always
Coleman.
no,
Can't catch a ball.
the guy that would
Corey
always
Coleman can. He just kept breaking his hands.
the guy that was always eating popcorn. He was like, oh man, I shouldn't eat that popcorn
Oh,
from Longest Yard.
Brucey?
Brucey, yeah.
Brucey's time, baby.
Oh, we should have the popcorn. That's what I feel like Antonio Callaway does every time. All right, Tampa Bay, Jameis. We like it. Cleveland's defense is good, but we still love Jameis this week, right?
Yeah, you got to stay in that heat, son. Stay in that kitchen.
Of the 3 wide receivers, Mike Evans, you're starting. Djax.
Because you have to start Mike Evans. No, I'm not starting Djax.
And then Godwin. Are you willing to roll
Oh.
Godwin out there this week?
Yes.
Bradley Chubb just hurt Josh Rosen.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, he broke his little foot.
He's probably bring Bradford out. He'll
He
bring him
can't.
back.
He's not even suited up.
Yeah.
He's the number 3 now. Poor
Whatever.
Josh Rosen's been under duress all night. I know.
Right.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just
No, OJ Howard, who you already said you love over Greg Olson, we're starting him.
love him.
Running back situation, Tampa. We starting any running backs? Peyton Barber?
Peyton Barber.
Or, no.
Why not?
No, because I don't like to throw up on Sundays.
If your running back situation was Mike Davis, James Conner, Marshawn Lynch, who else is on the bye this week? Then maybe you can start Peyton Barber.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones or whatever Green Bay running back. If those are all your running backs on your team, I give you
Okay.
permission to start Peyton Barber.
I give you permission. If
Oh,
not,
guys, wait. He's gonna have a
And
big
I'm
game.
not starting any defense here.
He's
at
gonna
all.
have a big game.
no, he will not have a big game.
And that's it.
All right, Josh, you got Houston at Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with the Texans, and I gotta be honest, this game does not look good for the Texans. I don't even want to start Deshaun Watson. They cannot protect him, man. They just cannot protect him.
Yeah,
It's not good.
it's kind of an issue.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem. So I'm shying away from him. I'm shying away from both the running backs. After seeing what happened to Deshaun Watson last week, I think this Jags defense is going to be hungry, and they're going to get after him. I do like DeAndre Hopkins still.
What about Will Fuller?
No, can't trust him.
What about Kiki?
Or Cutie. No, I think that they're
Cutie?
going to the Cutie, Kiki, Cutie, Cootie, whatever you want to call him. I just can't. No, dude, it's not good.
All right.
Um,
And you already said you don't like the running backs, so no Alfred Blue, no Lamar Miller.
No, man.
Yeah,
This
pretty
is
low
not
on Houston.
this is not going to be a good game for this Houston offense. You're only going to start DeAndre Hopkins because you
But
have to.
Jacksonville's offense is so bad.
I know, but TJ Yeldon, he's going to ball out.
Well, Houston's defense isn't that bad either.
Houston's defense has not been as good as they should be. Man, yeah. And you know what? I think you can actually start Blake Bortles this week.
No.
I think you can against Houston. Yeah, I think you can start him.
No! God, please, no! No!
No, I'm okay. Well, the receivers, you can't start any of them because you never know which one's going to be relevant.
DD.
You'd like it to be Dede, or you'd like it to be Keelan Cole, or maybe even Moncrief, but no one knows.
DD's consistent, and he can make a play on short yardage.
Now, out of the two defenses, I'm not. You might be tempted to start the Texans defense, and I don't think it's an awful play, but the Jags defense is going to get 100,000 million sacks against Deshaun Watson.
Do you think Deshaun Watson gets pulled because he's hurt?
I hope he doesn't.
Well, maybe not hurt, but maybe they're just tired of him getting beat up and the game's out of hand.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I'm 100%. Like I do not want Deshaun Watson to take the field this weekend. I'm worried about his safety.
And then Jacksonville's kind of mad about last week with what Dallas did.
They got embarrassed.
Yeah.
No, Deshaun Watson might get you some points on the ground, but I don't.
No, because Jalen Ramsey might just take an illegal hit. Because Jalen Ramsey, did you see in the post-conference interviews, were like, so what happened? I don't know.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
what did you? I don't know.
I don't feel good about this, guys. I'm sorry. Makes me want to throw up. What's next?
That's it. That's all you got for that game? All right.
Yeah, dude, it's not good. Start Jacksonville's defense, though, for sure.
All right, we got New Orleans at Baltimore. This is the only team Drew Brees has not beaten.
So it's a road game outdoors. I don't like Drew Brees this week, guys. Is that shocking? Does that shock anybody? No.
No, and he's outdoors.
His only outdoor game this year was against the Giants, and it was a doo-doo game, remember? It was pretty ugly.
I'm still starting.
I think you will start him unless you got a better option, especially with some great quarterbacks on bye. But no, you're going to start him, but I wouldn't. I don't think he's going to have a great week.
Kamara and Mark Ingram.
Start them both.
You start them both, but I am a little nervous because Baltimore's defense is pretty good. Pretty good.
That's why you start Kamara for sure.
Yeah. Mark Ingram, you're hoping he gets some touchdowns, some goal line work.
Yeah.
That's really what we're banking on here.
Kamara
Michael
wins.
Thomas, I love the way that we move Michael Thomas around, so Jimmy Smith doesn't scare me as much as he would if it was a normal wide receiver that they wouldn't move around. Sean Payton's smart. He's going to try to get him in favorable matchups.
Now, there's a guy that I'm interested in, not necessarily this week.
Traquan Smith,
Yes.
but Jimmy Smith is the reason I don't like him.
Yeah, I said not this week,
Yeah,
but Traquan Smith.
because you're chasing those touchdowns from 2 weeks ago. Got it.
No, because old boy went to the IR today.
Say again?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he did.
still,
No,
he's
yeah, he
a
did.
boomer bust touchdown just like Ted Ginn is.
Yeah, he did. He's better.
Either way. All right, let's go to Baltimore side. John Brown, we starting him? This New Orleans defense. Smoke.
Yeah, dude.
Crabtree?
Yeah, dude.
Alex Collins?
Nah, dude.
Buck Allen?
Buck Allen?
Nah, dude.
You get the tight end wheel up?
I'm about to get the tight end wheel up. Don't worry,
Let's
guys.
get while you get the tight end Will up. Joe Flacco, he is an option this week. That's all I'm going to say about him. He's an option to play. I don't like relying on Joe Flacco as my quarterback.
No one does. But
Ready
I'm,
for the wheel? Did you spin it yet? And the tight end for Baltimore that you want to start is
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst again. We're doubling down.
We're doubling down.
I mean, it didn't work last time, so we have no money on the table. So
Yeah, don't bank on that. But it's fun to play the game.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. It's the best logic we got for the Baltimore's tight ends.
Well, Denver's defense will be number one this week. We know that.
I don't want to start Baltimore's defense this week. I would go out there and try to find you another defense, a Chargers-style defense, Houston or Jacksonville, some other defense this week. There's options out there. Buffalo, Colts defense, something like that.
Speaking of other defenses, Josh, you ready to break down this LA Rams at 49ers team?
I
That
think
Rams team got pretty good defense.
They did.
they did. Some things happened. Akib went on short-term IR.
Yep, going to go get some chains.
Yeah, he went to snatch up some chains. I think this could be a bit of a shootout. I don't think that Rams defense is quite as good as it's supposed to be. Ooh. But the issue here is Cooper Kupp will miss this game, so that means Robert Woods and Brandon Cooks. Oh,
Josh Reynolds?
no.
Okay.
No, if Brandon Cooks was missing too, yes. But no, I mean, this offense, you're going to start everyone from this offense. Except for the tight ends, obviously, and Josh Reynolds. But Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, I like them all. All of them. Now, the Rams' defense, they've been good. But C.J. Beathard has actually played like a pretty competent quarterback since coming in. And
Fantasy-wise, I mean, let's not say he's been a great NFL quarterback.
no,
But
but
fantasy-wise, he's Bortles of a couple years ago.
and Marcus Peters loves giving up touchdowns.
He has been pretty bad as of late, but I wonder if I wonder if he's getting healthy. Because He did take a pretty brutal injury, and he came back pretty fast.
I don't feel confident in this Rams defense. I mean, and they're playing in San Francisco. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. CJ Beathard, streamable?
I like him better than – this is going to be crazy. You ready for this? I like him better than Drew Brees this week.
So very streamable.
He's
All
at
right.
home. Yeah.
Beathard,
They'll probably be chasing points. The one thing we know the Rams do is score.
Beathard, very streamable. Matt Breida, you're going to start.
They're crazy.
You're not going to start Matt Breida?
No, he's talking about my CJ over Drew
Oh.
Brees.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a hot take for me, but hey, you know what? Matt Breida, starting him. Now, Raheem Mostert?
No, the Rams D-line is still very, 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 very good.
They're very good.
Yeah, so I'm still not liking the running game there.
Now, Kyle Jacuzzi.
No, okay, if you have James
No,
Conner,
you don't start. No, don't start Kyle Jacuzzi. Now, I'm not interested in anyone. Kittle, I like Kittle a lot. Marquise Goodwin had a little bit of a breakout game. I'm assuming that the Rams, Wade Phillips will take care of that. I don't expect him to have another great game, but
You saying Wade Phillips knows the mob? He's going to take care of him, put him on
he
ice?
might take care of him.
That's what he said.
He said he's sleeping with the fishes. No, I think that he will try and prevent that from happening. I don't like Marquise Goodwin as much this week. I think he is a low-end flex option at best. And obviously, I'm not going to start Pierre Garcon. Get out of here.
Speaking of low and flex options, let's move over to the Dallas at Washington game.
All right, so Dak had an amazing game, and we said we don't trust Dak. Do we still not trust Dak? You're dang right we still don't trust Dak, because guess what? Washington has a decent defense.
They do.
Surprise, surprise. Offense that we don't know what's going to happen, but a defense that is pretty good. Zeke, we're going with him. Jeff Schwaim, if you really, really, really need a tight end, because you're a Vance McDonald owner and you're in a super deep 32-team league.
Spelunking.
Scottfish.
Yeah.
Scottfish Bowl.
Something like that. Yeah, we can go with Jeff Schwaim. That's the only other Dallas players, and I'm even looking at starting.
You're not looking at the Beasles?
No, he's not consistent enough. If you're looking at the Beasles to be a starter for you this week,
Shame on
playing
you.
it. No, you're playing it. You're a very good team playing a very garbage team, and if you're a very good team, you probably have better options than Cole Beasley at your wide receiver to start.
Shame on you for playing Cole Beasley. All right.
All right, and then on the Washington side, Alex Smith, no, because guess what? Dallas has a good defense as well.
Dallas does have a surprisingly good defense.
So I don't like that. Adrian Peterson with a separated shoulder, are we throwing him out there?
No. I mean, they got that rookie linebacker who's coming on, Leighton Vander Esch, and then Sean Lee. If he's healthy, those linebackers are going to destroy Adrian Peterson's day. And remember, Adrian Peterson is only good every other start. He was good last week. Can't play football this week. Trust me, guys.
Guess we'll find out.
What about Chris Thompson? Is he back this week?
If he's healthy, I think you could start him.
He is practicing. It's limited, but he's still practicing. If he's out there with his rib injury, do we like him a little better for the checkdowns for Alex Smith?
Yeah, start him.
Jordan Reed?
See, that's messed up because Vernon Davis has been the one getting the touchdowns lately instead of Jordan Reed. I don't think Jordan Reed's right. I know they haven't come out.
Or
and
maybe
said
he
they-
is so right. We've never seen him this healthy, and they don't know what to do with him.
Ooh.
I think he's still got the toe issue.
Okay. And then if you had do we need to make a will of wide receivers for Washington? No, because guess what? None of them are really startable.
Crowder's hurt too.
Crowder's hurt.
Richardson.
Doxson's
Richardson, who
awful.
went out last week, hurt, I believe.
Doxson's awful.
Yep.
Tight ends and Chris Thompson, pretty much.
That's all I'm going with. And if I'm starting one, I'm starting Jordan Reed. But
Pretty much it.
anything else you guys want to add? The defense is here. Are you starting Dallas' defense, hoping that Alex Smith maybe doesn't turn the ball over, but only throws for like 112 yards?
I'd start Alex Smith.
Mm.
Or, sorry. I'd start Dallas' defense.
Okay. I was like, that doesn't make
Yeah, that
sense.
was crazy.
CJ Beathard or Alex Smith?
Beathard.
Beathard.
Okay. Just want to see.
I like doing those games, dude. Let's do some more names.
Oh, you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott or Joe Flacco?
Flacco.
All right.
All right.
Dak Prescott or Deshaun Watson? Ooh, there you go.
Actually, I had this conundrum in my dynasty league, and I didn't feel good about any of my quarterbacks this week.
Here you go.
I
Derek
would-
Anderson
I would
or
take-
Sam Darnold.
I would take Dak because I think that he's going to run the ball now, and I don't feel good about it.
Okay.
All right,
All right, next game. Josh, this is you. Cincinnati at Kansas City.
start everyone but the defenses.
All right.
Next
excellent.
game. No, I'm dead serious. Like, Kansas City's defense is bad. And the Bengals, I mean, Andy Dalton, Joe Mixon, AJ Green, Tyler Boyd, CJ Uzama. There's no more competition for CJ Uzama. The Tylers are out. So, yeah, obviously you're going to start Mahomes and Hunt, Hill, Kelsey. I even like Sammy Watkins this week.
You say that every week.
He just likes Sammy Watkins.
Well,
All
you
right.
shouldn't.
So Tyler Boyd, Josh Gordon.
Boyd.
Okay. Tyler Boyd or a Rams wide receiver. I don't know which Rams wide receivers, but just
Rams wide receivers.
Okay. Tyler Boyd or Michael Thomas.
Tyler Boyd.
Oh, there we go.
No, well, they're playing on the road. And
Yeah,
Michael
again, it's a
Thomas
good-
hasn't been that
Doesn't mean they
great in the
forget
last
how to
couple
play
games.
football.
No, and I'm not. It's not a knock against Michael Thomas.
Tyler Boyd, T.Y. Hilton.
Boyd.
You just gotta say Boyd.
No, it's not.
It's a one-trick
I picked Rams wide receivers.
One trick pony.
Okay.
that
Sammy
it for that
Watkins or Tyler Boyd.
There you
Tyler Boyd.
go. Yeah, see, one trick pony.
Sammy,
not
Wa-
one trick.
Sammy Watkins or
Doesn't matter.
Mike Evans.
Sammy.
He just thinks this is going to be a huge scoring game.
Yeah.
I remember
I'm not
the-
saying I'm right about all this stuff. This is just who I like.
Yeah. I mean, we'll
We've
give you
been
this.
wrong on the show
It has
before.
a 58-point over-under.
Did anyone predict that the Broncos defense would put up 32 points?
You did.
Not us.
No.
No, I know. No, but no. It's a 58-point over-under. The last couple Sunday night games have been just straight fire games.
They've been lit, fam.
Speaking of some streamable quarterbacks, let's get into the Monday Night Football matchup. You streaming Eli Manning against Atlanta's defense.
Now, before everybody out there listening is like, oh my God, why would I do that?
Oh,
Every quarterback that's win against the Falcons has been a top 10 quarterback.
all of them.
Every single one.
Their best players on defense are hurt.
So, Eli Manning.
Don't do this.
Startable.
Eli Manning. The problem is, though, is they haven't faced the worst quarterback they faced was Nick Foles.
It's pretty bad.
But that was the worst quarterback they faced.
He's not that bad. He's a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. He beat a
Stop
pretty.
talking.
It was a lousy team beating the Super Bowl, whatever.
Shots fired.
All right,
Shots
so
fired.
we know we love Saquon Barkley. Does Evan Ingram play? Is the question every Giants fan wants to know.
I think he'll play.
Is he startable?
No.
I think he is. I think he's 100% startable because he's going to be short yardage, and I think it's going to take away from Saquon. We haven't seen anything from Sterling Shepard lately.
He's going to be a decoy.
Is this
Saquon-
Odell Beckham's get right game? Another one?
If he can't get right in this game, he might not get right all year.
Okay. And then Atlanta.
Oh
Obviously,
my
Julio.
gosh.
Which number 2 wide receiver do you want to go with?
They're both banged up right now. Calvin Ridley and Mohamed Sanu.
Yeah.
I like
Austin Hooper? Boom.
start him, but I do like Sanu. If they're both healthy, I do like Sanu more than I like Calvin Ridley.
So this is a Monday night game. It's kind of hard to wait for a Sanu or Ridley because it probably might be game time decisions.
Yeah.
If we don't hear anything,
They were
through the weekend.
practicing today.
They were practicing. Do you go and add yourself or try to acquire a Sterling Shepard or another Falcons dig the depth chart to cover you in case one of them doesn't play?
You know, honestly, I'm fading on Sterling Shepard a lot. I don't think that he's going to end up being what he was in those games with Evan Ingram out. I'm not after Sterling Shepard at all.
All I'm saying is, do you think you should have a backup plan ready for Mo Sanu and Calvin Ridley? Put them in your flex and maybe try to grab a running back. Falcons running backs. Is
Ito
Ito
Smith.
Smith for real? Is he going to be a thing this
So
year?
we talked about this a little bit before, and I do think that they're going to, especially now with Devontae Freeman out most of the year, I think what's going to happen is what we've kind of already seen is he's going to get more and more of the work because Tevin Coleman is leaving this year. And I've already talked about it before. And now I truly believe that with him leaving, they need to know what they have in Ito Smith. Because Tevin Coleman will leave and go get paid somewhere else. Or they might not even re-sign him because he's playing like garbage right now.
Do you think Ito Smith's going to be – but do you think he's going to be fantasy relevant, or if he's just going to be a
Vulture?
vulture that ruins your Tevin Coleman?
Right now, yes.
Okay. Don't start him, right? You're
Not yet, no.
Definitely not in this game?
No, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
All right. And then I think it's really about it about this game.
Hoopa.
Hoopa.
Yeah. Got to start.
I like both the tight ends in this game. They both play. Anything you want to add, Pat?
I'll break my silence after your rude comments
You're watching baseball.
and hockey. Bruins lost in overtime. Pretty upset about it.
It's a regular season game.
Sox about to win.
Doesn't really matter. It's a regular season game. There's 82 of them.
All right, let's break down Thursday Night Football real quick. I know we kind of did it during the show at random times, but Denver at Arizona. Denver absolutely demolished Arizona.
Ooh. That was Purdy.
Yeah, other than David Johnson. it's not
Josh, how worried are you of David Johnson right now, rest of the season?
My panic meter on a scale of 1 to 10 is about an 8.5 right now.
Are you even risking to try to buy David Johnson now after this game? Because we thought this was a get-right game.
So, yeah, and the issue is like a lot of people were going to sit there and say, I'm going to take David Johnson after this game and I'm going to try and shop him. The problem is the price will be too high based on name value alone. And then what you're getting out of him is a low-end RB2 right now.
He got you 10 points in PPR, which, 10 points. Not from a top 4 pick in a premier matchup.
I don't. What he would cost you is not going to be worth it. I don't want David Johnson right now on my team, just because of what the price you'll have to pay.
But you can't. What if he is on your team? What are you doing?
You got to keep starting him, unless you have.
Trying to shop him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You're trying to shop him.
But what are you gonna? I mean,
What am I willing to take?
because something's got to change in Arizona.
Yeah, Mike
Something has to change.
McCoy's gonna. Like I said, he won't be allowed in the locker room tonight. He's gonna get fired.
Yeah, something has to change in Arizona. I mean, I think what we're seeing is that Bruce Arians was an offensive mastermind. We saw what he did that year that he was the head coach for Andrew Luck. It was one of Andrew Luck's best seasons ever.
He was offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh too.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, and then he went there and he changed the whole way Arizona was running their offense, made Larry Fitzgerald fantasy relevant again because everybody was pretty much done on him.
Mike McCoy needs to be fired yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm really panicking about David Johnson. It's not good. And then in crucial situations, he's not even on the field.
Yeah, and then you do run little swing passes, but it's not to him.
It's to Chase Edmonds.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense.
I don't like it, man.
They don't mind. If you want to give Chase Edmonds work in the backfield, why don't you just put David Johnson outside in a wide receiver spot?
And this offensive line is bad.
Yeah.
They're
Josh
very
Rosen
bad.
did throw a couple pick sixes. One of them was a tip ball, and he was under duress a lot.
He had 3 interceptions and 3 fumbles.
Yeah.
That's a bad day. Like the dude was, I was concerned for his safety.
He did get up, limped, and get helped off the field. So we'll see what happens to Josh Rosen. I don't know what they're going to do if he's gone.
Yeah, that is not good right now, man. Things are not good in Arizona.
Let's talk about good stuff, though. Denver defense back, or was this just a nice matchup?
I think 2 things happened here. 1, it was a nice matchup, and 2, they were very motivated. They've been stinking it up as of late, and John Elway called them out. Vance Joseph's coaching for his job. I think that they had all the motivation they needed. And then they'll come back out next week and they'll lay an egg because they're playing Kansas City, so it's not going to be good.
Who's the best quarterback for Denver? Is it Case Keenum or Emmanuel Sanders?
Tonight it was still Case Keenum
I don't know about that.
because you can't start Emmanuel Sanders in the quarterback position.
All right, well,
He was 1 for 1 for a touchdown.
yeah, 20 yards and a touchdown, and then he had 102 yards on 6 catches and a touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders is pretty good.
He's a pretty good player.
Royce Freeman, He did get a goal line, 1 yard touchdown,
He did.
which kind of, if you started him, he saved your night. Other than that, he was 13 for 37. Not great numbers. He did not look good. Philip Lindsay on 14 carries had 90 yards and a touchdown.
Very good.
Looks a lot better. I would actually like to see Philip Lindsay get 20 touches, see what he could do with 20 touches in the game.
But I think with his frame, they just don't want to give him too much work. He's a small guy. He's not a very large running back, but he's man.
Colorado, he
is he
carry the ball 20, 30 times a game, so it's not.
That's little boy football though up there.
All right. Demaryius Thomas, we kind of said that.
He's got one target in his mind, and that's Emmanuel Sanders.
Yep.
That's it.
Cortland Sutton got a touchdown, but it came from Emmanuel Sanders, so I don't really take that for anything. Arizona, there was nothing to talk about, really. Larry Fitzgerald got a touchdown.
Tony Gonzalez.
Now the only thing he can do now is just add stats to the Hall of Fame career because he's not winning a Super Bowl.
I don't think he's coming back again either. He can't come back.
He shouldn't.
6th all time on touchdown reception list.
Christian Kirk got a lot of targets.
He did get a lot of targets, but the problem was they weren't getting to him because Josh Rosen consistently had hands in his face. I will say this, Josh Rosen throws a pretty pass, man.
Yeah, pretty nice to the other team. I mean, he threw 3 touchdowns in this game.
2 of them were to the other team.
But there's still 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's facts.
Well, if that's all it takes, then Nathan Peterman's doing something right.
He's a great quarterback
Throws a lot of touchdowns.
for the other team. If you're wearing the opposite jersey from what he's wearing, then he will throw you the ball. That's a fact.
Obviously, Arizona's got a long week. I want to see what's up with Josh Rosen, see who's going to be starting at quarterback next week. Because Larry Fitzgerald did have a bounce-back game. If I do have Larry Fitzgerald on my team, I'm trying to shop him this weekend
Yep. 100%.
and next week. Because I don't know what's going to happen.
I do.
Fall off the radar?
Way off.
All right.
I'm really, like I said, I'm very concerned about David Johnson. This is not good. But if you got Philip Lindsay, good for you. Wish I would have got him in Dynasty.
I think that wraps it up, right?
I mean, you're trying to wrap it up.
Fine, yeah, he's got baseball to celebrate and stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right. The Red Sox did win. But thanks again for joining us in the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast from all of us here. Thanks, and tune in for the next episode when we do our Week 7 recap. And good luck. Follow us on Twitter at EmptyWagonFF for all your updates, as we will be tweeting them out on Sunday morning, getting you ready for your week and hopefully win your matchup. Take care, y'all.
Bye, guys.